Hey everybody, Iskall here and welcome back guys to a new Moonlight Vanilla Server episode with me. How you all doing? You're doing good today? I'm a bit wet, to be honest, because of all the rain and it never seems to stop. Where am I, you're wondering? Where am I? I am at a location where I'm gonna start a new project today. This project I've thought a lot about for quite some time, and I've been trying to find a good location for it, but I haven't been able to find anything suitable. And then I came across this little area here, this little piece of land, and super happy about it. I got a lot of help from our dear Poopies to landscape it and terraform it because it wasn't looking this pretty from the beginning. But the nice thing about this area, I'll tell you about the project in a second. The nice thing is the surrounding. Look at the stuff we got around us. We got a big hill there. I think it looks awesome. We got some nice shaped mountain there. We got this guy that I don't even have a name for, but some kind of floating island. The heart here, that is man-built though. And yeah, it just looks awesome. The biome is plains biome, which gives us this nice green grass. I love it. So I've set up a little work area here because we're going to spend a few episodes here with the start today. And the project that I want to do, let me put it this way. Let's head down to the Nether real quick. So we're going to build a minigame here. We're going to build a vanilla minigame thing. And the reason is obviously to have fun, right? We want to have fun having a minigame. But the reason I've been able to start this now is that we've cleared this area in the Nether. Hopefully it's not too dark for you guys to see. But we've cleared a huge area here in the Nether. Where we are going to build a new kind of minigame small village in the Nether. Kind of like a hub, but not a hub. Make sense? Maybe not. Maybe not. It's a bit messy at the moment, but it's a huge area cleared anyway. That everyone kind of shipped in on the server, and it's times like that when you're really proud to be a part of this community. Everyone kind of chipping in, helping out, and all that. So after we had cleared this before we started to build it, I immediately started to scout for an area this way, and I found this place over here. So that is awesome. What is the minigame, you're asking? Why isn't he telling us about the minigame ID of his? I will in a second. Let me get back up. Um, the idea is, so think of that area in the Nether as your lobby area for all our minigames. The arena that we're building on a few episodes ago, and other minigames that other people are making. I'm not going to spoil anyone or spoil it for anyone. Our minigame though that we're going to be building, if you're following these series, is going to be something I call a Wipeout minigame. And I think that is a common name for it. See, I'm Swedish, and in Sweden we have a TV show called Wipeout. I'm pretty sure that's available like in the US and UK as well, and other places around the globe. Basically what it is a parkour map. Um, where you're kind of running across and different things happen. Like you'll be punched. The most classic one is that you're punched from a wall. So you run on the side of a wall, and every now and then it's like a punching fist comes out and punch you down, and you have to start over. Um, so that's what I want to do, and I'm thinking in this area here we'll have a little kind of competitors room up here, and your start and finish will be uh, at the same spot. So you'll kind of go around. So it will start. I marked out this with some cobble wall. It'll start here and then kind of go around, and you come back here. Now I want to be very technical about this as well, because I have realized, and I've got a few PMs and comments as well, that I haven't done redstone in a while, and people seem to enjoy it. So hopefully you will enjoy this project, because it's going to be a lot technical stuff involved as well. What I want to do is I want to get a timer going. So first of all, you're going to be measured on the time. And we're going to automate the full timer. So in vanilla Minecraft, we're actually going to do a full timer, and you'll get your score when you finish here. And we'll have a big scoreboard made out of a piece of paper or a book per contestant. Haven't yet figured it out. But as you can hear, this is going to be a big project. And the reason I haven't released any recording in a little while here, I think it's 5 days since I released the prison one, is partly because we've been clearing this area and we've been doing UHC as well. So I hope you're not upset with that. I've been feeling a bit bad for not having the time to release an episode here. Right, let's see if we can get something going here. I'm going to do a lot of building off camera as well. I wanted to leave you with the idea, but what I'm thinking, the first parkour thing should definitely be the wall, is what I'm thinking. And when you fall down from this thing, you'll need to run all the way back or to the last kind of jump on station, right? But we'll clear that out as we go. But say that the course kind of starts up here. The wall should then be in midair, and I'm gonna mark it out with dirt as I always do, and then replace it later. Oops. So hopefully I make sense with this wall. But let's see. Let's place. See how this is for range. So yeah, this would be the part that you run over, and then maybe we can have. Do I have any trapdoors? It should be all tricky. It should be all about skill and luck getting across. So maybe we'd have a trapdoor like, not like that, sorry. We'd have a trapdoor like this, right? With a redstone signal that kind of pulses it back and forth, opens them at the same time. You can jump over this. So we'd need another one right over here. Was that where I landed? No, I landed there. Okay, it should be scary, but not impossible. It's the first kind of obstacle as well, so it shouldn't be too hard. Wait, building it with dirt may not be a good idea. Yeah, I got some clay. Let's get some clay going instead. And then for the wall, because that what I just did have nothing to do with the wall. Give me a second here, guys. Just gonna remove this and we'll get to the wall. So the idea is that you run across this kind of strip of land, and there is a random chance that you'll get knocked down from a wall. That is the wall that I'm talking about. So let's get the wall going. Let's build it in yellow, shall we? I'm gonna build this whole thing very colorful, basically, because I haven't done a lot of colorful builds lately. I've been doing most in stone, so we're gonna be using a lot of different clay colors. But you know, these colors that we use now may not be the final design for sure. So let's see if we can fill this wall in. Yeah, maybe I'll do the other part. Oh, we can do that. For today, I wanna on camera. I wanna get this wall going anyway, and then I'll work a lot on this off camera as well, and we'll see how it progresses. But basically, you run over here. There would be like the trapdoors. I think is a good idea. Oops. For an obstacle. So let's rebuild them. There we go. Another one there, and then I think, yeah, let's get rid of that as well. And we'll have a kind of game clock going on with redstone that will make underneath all this is the plan, and that will control a bunch of different things. For example, these trapdoors then. So you'll run and both of them will open at the same time. I don't want to use too much pressure plates because I want it all to be very, very random. So as for the wall, we kind of want to show the players where you can be knocked off, if that makes sense, and that may be a bad idea to have it right there. So let's have one of those punching fists over here, and let's have another one over here. If you've seen Wipeout, you probably already know what I'm trying to do here. And let's have a third one here, so you can't stand in camp. Wait, I guess you can. Yeah, let's have a third one there instead. That way it will be kind of tough to stand in camp. And you know, they will be marked somehow. For now, let's use some light gray clay. Probably make these red, right? So the player will know where the fist thing is gonna happen. And let's open up the gates, see if we can make a piston. I thought I had a lot of redstone stuff made, but apparently not. So let me craft some stuff here, guys. Aha, I've been needing to get some more materials. I've actually been at this for a little while. I realized that I wasn't prepared at all for this episode, and I'm eating fish because I'm kind of out of food. I've been dying a lot lately. before I run back, I wanted to show you some progress that I've made on the mob prison. It's not a lot, so don't expect the world here, but as the lovers say. But I've done one of the key rooms I've kind of laid out anyway, so let's have a look and let me know what you think. I did this. I also got some mossy cobble going. I bought that off Poopies, I think I bought it off. Yeah, I did, because she didn't think you could trade aesthetic blocks for diamonds, but yes, you can. Fully allowed. Anyway, so at the moment it's a bit plain. We're gonna have to put like something in here to make it look more like a keymaster room. But I'm really happy with these corners using the mossy cobble walls like that. I like it. So let me know what you think. Alright guys, back at this. So, the first thing I think we should lay out, I'm clearing a bit of land here, we're gonna have to move this probably later anyway, but I always find when doing a big project like this, and you need to build something that you kind of need to think a lot about where to place, it's always better if you get it going first, and then you make the magic happen, if you know what I mean, and then you move it afterwards. So we're going to build a hopper clock here, and we've built these a few times, so hopefully hopefully you're following, but I'll explain quickly. A hopper clock, or what we're going to use this guy here for, is basically, it's going to be our game tick, right? It's going to be the guy that makes everything tick. That makes sense. Like any computer, any game or anything always have a clock or a heart, a pulse. Pulse, this would be our pulse. That's actually a good word. And the way you do a hopper clock, very straightforward, is you use two slimy pistons like this, facing each other with a two block gap in between. You put a redstone block like so, and you use two hoppers facing into each other like that. And then you put a comparator in each of those, and you kind of use the signal from the comparator to power the piston. Now the reason that works is if I put in items here, you can see that they are starting to go over here, but because this one was frozen when the redstone block is here, it's not going to send them back until this one empties and the piston pushes the block over and freezes the other hopper, and it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I hope that makes sense. So this is a good clock because we can adjust the time pretty good. So now it's empty. If I put in 64 dirt blocks, it's, you know, every 0.6 seconds maybe it sends a dirt block. I'm not sure exactly. Now to utilize this and to make something pulse, then we can put a repeater down there, for example, and that will be powered whenever the block is here, right? So we can use that for our game clock. Now I was hoping that in this episode we'll get at least one of these punching guys going, so let's start that and see if we can make it happen. I'm not really sure of how we're going to do it. I have a bit of an idea, that's all, but we're going to use a sticky piston is the base, and we're going to put a red stain clay. I got some red stain clay. I actually like the yellow, so maybe we're going to keep the yellow. I don't know. It should be colorful, I think, anyway. And wait, did I say? I'm good. Thank you. I don't want to be rude. Okay, so we're using a sticky piston, and that's the piston that's going to punch us every now and then. Now, it's not going to be, I don't want to use the timing of the clock. I want to use a random factor to this, and using 64 blocks is probably way too many. Maybe we want this clock to pulse every 10th block or so, because every time it pulses is when we can control something to happen. That's our game tick. So let's see. We want to make a random event thing here. So we're going to use let's use a dropper, and for this example, let's place them down like this. So two droppers next to each other, facing into each other. I mean, and then let's put some stuff in them. Let's put a dirt block, a light stained, a hardened. We don't want things that stack here with each other. So I'm going to put these in, and then I want to put down an item which weighs more. We've done this before as well, but basically that item will output a bigger signal than the others, right? So now all we have to do is to send a signal to this dropper by doing so, a block, and then into the dropper. Otherwise that repeat will power both of them. And at the moment this guy isn't sending anything back, so this isn't really working. So whenever this here gets lit, we need to utilize that as well, and we can do that. Let me just think. Yeah, let's do it by doing see, that guy gets signal. Let's do this. I think this would be fine. Let's get rid of all the stuff in there again. Yeah, you could see the block came back there, and it doesn't really matter what items we're using as long as they don't stack. And this is the chance. So if the hoe is picked, which is 1 out of 6 at the moment, then this oh, the redstone will be lit further because it's a heavier item. I may need to move this though. I hope I'm making sense. So at the moment, if I put in a dirt block here, that will light up this redstone here. But if I do another redstone dust over here, the last wow, I'm really poor at explaining today. The last kind of dust there won't be lit. Let me remove this and let me show you instead. So putting in a torch, for example. Oops, I should also remove this so that we can see what's going on. Kind of built this the wrong way around, sorry guys. Hello guys, you want in on the party? We're not done yet though, stay out. Okay, so now the redstone torch is in there. It's a stackable 64 item, so it will light the first dust here. If I replace this with a hoe instead, or any item that isn't stackable, it will light the next one as well. And that's what we're going to utilize. Probably though, I'm going to have to move all this back because we're too close. I don't know if we can, well maybe we can. Let's see, just for a, oops, don't want to do that. No, we can't because that's not facing into the block. Alright, let me move this. We basically are going to use this signal here to power the piston, so whenever the hoe is picked, the piston will punch the player, right? Alright, I moved it all over, gave us some more space. So this is proof of concept. It's not perfect, but it works for what we want to do here. So first of all, just to say this again, because I realized I may not have made a lot of sense. This here is the heart of our minigame here. It's going to be controlling everything. It's going to give us a pulse, and that pulse we're going to utilize to do different things. For example, punching guys off the walls every now and then. So that's this part. This is the kind of center heart thing of the game. This guy over here is simply a randomizer for in this case this piston. Now we can use the same randomizer if we want to for the others, and we'll have 3 pistons randomly punching players. If we stand here now, we're going to see this red block come out randomly. There you go, for example. It's not going to come out every time the game pulses, and it's not going to come out at any specific times, because a dropper that is powered will randomly select an item in its inventory and shoot out, and when it does select the hoe, then we will be punched. Make sense? So let's see. I've actually heard the game tick for a few times now. We haven't got punched yet, so hopefully come on. Come on then. No? Okay. That's just based on luck, by the way. It is working. Let's see if we can see it live. Nope. So if we were to pick the slime ball out of here, it will always select the hoe, and this thing will go out with every game tick, just to prove a point. So if I stand there, I will be punched down, and game ticks, and I'm punched down. Okay, very cool. So that's what we want, and we can't jump onto that block, and we can't do anything basically. Now the game clock, by the way, will have a button connected to it, a T flip-flop button that will start your time as well. So this clock here will be off when the game isn't running. And to turn this off, you just need to power one of these constantly, I think. So actually, let's see if we can do that real quick. I don't want this to be looking too messy though, but it kind of is at the moment. Sorry for that. I'm just trying to give you an idea, and I'll continue this later. So that should, let's see if it freezes it. It should freeze it once I go over there. Yeah, so that is our game switch, which we'll put in the kind of entry thing that will also start the timer. So this is not the timer, by the way. Alright, so what we can do from here is we can use the same randomizer to control these trapdoors, but we can make it so that the trapdoors are chosen instead of the piston, right? By doing, we can utilize this redstone signal here. This redstone signal here is only lit when the item is, or is lit at both times, so we can't really do that. No, my bad. No, we need to create another one of these to control the trapdoors, but again, proof of concept, we could just see if we can grab this redstone signal, for example, over here, and let's see if we can power these. And I've been thinking a bit about maybe, I mean, guys can always open and close these by hand, but in 1.8 we'll see iron trapdoors, which I'm really excited about. And iron trapdoors you can't open without a redstone signal or close without a redstone signal, so that's going to save us on that. So we will exchange these for them once we get them. Let me get some repeaters. How can I not have crafted repeaters? I'm sure I did though. Do you see them? No. Let's just make new ones, shall we? While I do this, I want to talk to you about a new project that we're doing on the Moonlite server. We had an FTB world a while back that we closed down for various reasons. Now today, at the time of recording this episode, we are actually gonna create a new FTB world, and we're gonna be recording a few of us from there. So check it out. It's gonna be the episodes are gonna be coming out pretty soon. But a brand new world, and we're kind of doing it in the vanilla style. We're doing a friendly server with a common spawn and all that. So I'm really excited about that. But there you go, that's proof of concept. So now the doors open with the same randomizer as this. So they're gonna open now. Yeah. But if we put that to another randomizer, it's gonna be a bit tricky. So before I close off this episode, I'm gonna connect up the other two pistons and do a randomizer for the trapdoors, and we're gonna try to run over and see if it's too hard or whatever. And that should be it, I think. Can't really test run this yet, but I hear trapdoors, so that's good. So basically what we did here, or what I did off camera, is I added another randomizer. I utilized the same randomizer for the rest of the pistons that I placed like so, and I think that's fine that it punches at the same time. And then I created another randomizer here that have a bigger chance of being activated at the moment, because it's 1 out of 2. I put in some more blocks here, so it's actually 1 out of 3 at the moment. We may, you know, we're gonna adjust and play around with the likeliness of stuff happening, but for now, this is a good testing scenario. So now, I haven't really seen if this is working. Oh yeah, both of them can be triggered at the same time, like what happened there, but that's not necessarily the case at all times. So there you go, only the pistons. You kind of run over. We can already see that the game tick, the chances for anything happening, meaning our pulse here, is way too slow. We need to be stuff needs to happen quicker, or can be able to happen quicker, if that makes sense. So let's see. Now we run over and we're good. Run back. Yeah, not an issue. Oh, there we go. We fell down. So that's kind of what we want. We want this to be a bit tricky. Maybe I need to add a few more things to this wall, because this is still too easy. Whoa. But it's kind of, yeah, it's a bit scary to run over. Since this is our first kind of parkour thing or obstacle, it shouldn't be too hard either. Players should get motivation to start it at least, but this is way too easy. Like I'm succeeding most of the times, and I'm not even trying, just running across. Maybe add in some more trapdoors over here. Maybe add, oh, there we go. We're caught in the trapdoors. Maybe add, you know what we could do? We could add like a fence. Because it's going to be a parkour thing, so not everything is going to be like a straight line like this with things occurring. What if I make the player jump a bit here? Oh wait, you don't have to jump there. What am I thinking? Let's actually remove. Yeah, you know what? Let's make just a hole there, and one over here, right? That'll make it kind of interesting easily. Whoa. Oh, I made it. Yeah, that is better. That is better. Get some little... Whoa. So now you can't just run over. You need to be timing stuff as well. I like it. It's a start. It's a long way to go. This project will be going on for quite a few episodes. But a new thing, usually I mix up projects not to get bored, but a new thing with this project is that I'm going to be very dedicated because I'm so motivated at doing it. So I'm gonna do a few episodes in a row working on this this thing here. But for today, guys, I think this is it. Sun has gone down. I think it's time to say goodbye for today. I hope that you're excited as I am about this project. I just turned off the heart there. If you got any input for what we can do parkour wise, because we're gonna do stuff like that you have to jump on fence posts is one of my favorite stuff like this. You know, towards the end as well. But if you got any parkour ideas that you think would fit here, please don't be shy. I will consider all comments. I always do, and yeah, we can build this kind of together. So guys, until next time, comment and punch the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.